What's up, man?
What's up?
You doing all right?
Good. Let's do this. Glad
all right.
This is our North Georgia location. This is our second campus that we have, and it's cool because this week for a season for the next 6 months, while we're building our broadcast location, we're actually merging together at this location for 6 months and coming together. And so this week what you're going to see is a lot of remodel, a lot of wiring. Some of it might be a little bit of a mess, but it's cool because God's doing some cool stuff. Into the auditorium, we're getting ready for tonight. We got a worship service tonight. This is our stage. Did a lot of demo and remodel recently. From lighting and video.
And you were saying you kind of remodeled this stage just within the last couple of weeks,
right?
Yeah,
last week. Actually, this week, since this
week,
past
right.
Sunday. We had a drum stage in the middle. We ripped it out and added carpet in the back middle area and shifted the drums over to the right. And we put our gutted piano up there on the left, and it really opened up the stage a lot for lighting and for musicians. And so just got to do a lot of cool stuff within that, and it's just made our stage look that much bigger and just cleaner.
Right. So who's normally here?
So this is our lead guitar / music director.
Okay.
You won't hear anything come out of this microphone on outside.
So this is all in your ears,
right? This is all in ears. He's just saying if we want to go back to a bridge, verse, chorus, kind of direct the band, because we all got on in ears. We can talk and communicate with the band, or God's just doing something great and the atmosphere is going, we just go with it. And so we can direct.
And you said a gutted keyboard here?
Yep, we gutted this bad boy.
Nice.
Nothing in it. It was awesome. It's not as heavy when you take the big pieces out. But
and that's the FX8, because I know people will be wondering. That's right.
Yep, and we're about to switch it to a Nord.
Or the XF8.
Yep.
I said it back.
It's about to get changed to a Nord Stage 2 EX.
Oh, nice.
The new one, the EX.
Nice.
So we're excited about that.
That'll be really good.
We got our lights. The two main brands we use is Chauvet and American DJ. It's more of your DJ lighting, but for this size building and everything, it works out great. Got our drums caged in so we can control our
What kit is this?
mix. This is just a PDP kit. It's not too fancy. It's probably about $1,500.
Yeah.
But if you change the heads out and EQ and mic, you don't need too much fanciness to get a good sound. If you know how to lock it in.
That's right.
So we use Click Track, and also he has a Nord drum sample machine.
Oh yeah.
We use a lot of atmosphere.
A little bit dark. Let me see if I can get some light on it. There we go.
Type stuff, and also too he runs a trigger off of it for the kick drum to give us more low end.
Oh, nice.
And so that really beefs up our kick drum sound as well.
That's
There's
cool.
a trigger on the head, and so that just gives us a clean tone. And then everybody else, you know, worship leaders, guitar players, we have wirelesses. We try to keep everything clean. You don't trip over them. Clutter the stage up.
No, it looks very clean. That's one thing we were talking about earlier is the cleanliness of this stage and how it looks on screen.
Yeah.
So it looks really good.
Yeah,
you
it
guys,
gives you room to just have fun and don't trip and worry about the mess. And,
the depth's really nice as well.
Yeah.
'Cause you're able. You're saying you're able to have a line of worship leaders here up front, and then
we got
some of your guitarists and
guitar where the MD is, and then normally our bass player is right here just grooving with the keyboard and the drums. He can look either way and just.
That's right.
They can get in that pocket together and just have fun and hold it down, that backbone. This is the door that goes to our backstage area from the stage. We're still on the stage. So the way this campus was, it was just easy to just make it this way, the way the walls are set up. But you'll come back here, and this is just an area. We got our screen up so we can know what's going on out there as well for waiting while pastor's preaching. Or when the countdown comes on, we know where the countdown's at to know when to walk out and get ready on stage.
That's right. Got your guitars right here, ready to go.
Stations. You can hang them on the wall even and get them out of the way. It keeps it clean. You don't clutter up the floor with stands. A tuner, so you can just
there you go.
plug in. We never hit the stage without tuning.
Wow, that's number one.
Like that. So right here, this is our, this stays locked below the code, but this is our, kind of like our amp area. We have some of our power here that goes directly to stage. It's its own designated clean power. Then too, we got our wireless in-ear packs and microphones.
What inner packs are you using?
So we're using the PSM 300s short.
Okay.
They just run off of AA s. They've been really great.
And they sound pretty good.
Oh, they're great. They're clean and clear.
And
also, if you're on a budget, these are great. You don't have to spend $1,000. I mean, you can get them, but I'm just saying we make it work, and we've never had any issues. Also, too, to get a better signal, you can buy these bad boys separately if you want, and that just extends the range and the signal and the clarity. And they'll just chain right into the back of them, and so those help us too as an antenna. Also over here, we got isolation cabinets for guitar amps that have foam in them and stuff, and so our guitar players, and me and myself included, when I want to play guitar while I'm leading worship, I love to play electric guitar a lot of times as well. We can shut this bad boy and turn them up and blast them, and it doesn't blow everybody out or leak on to the stage.
Right, and you have control from the house.
Yep, and we get a better tone because we can open up our cabinets and so we have one over there too for our lead guitar player.
Very nice. What mics you're using?
This is the 58 version beta. This is a regular 58, and then Pastor Tabner, he preaches on a beta 87A head, and when I lead worship, I use the 87 head too because those are I just love the way that mic's shaped and the way you can sing on it and everything.
Right, the way it feels is nice.
Yeah, I love it.
So now we're walking in one of the main hallways that kind of leads back into the backstage. So if you're wondering what orange this is, we're gonna give you the venue secret right there, y'all. That's it.
I need to call it Venue Orange.
Venue Orange. Well, we'll just call it that. It's
we'll give it a title.
We named it just now, Venue Orange. Done. All right, and in case you missed it, they're merging from 2 campuses to 1 because they're growing. I know that sounds oxymoronic, but they're actually building a brand new building.
Yep.
Well, redoing an existing building, but basically gutting it, building it from scratch.
There's no walls in it.
It's going to be the main campus where they broadcast from. So look for that in the future. But this is where they're going to be for a little while until that happens. So.
And to give you an idea, since you're talking about growth, our auditorium at the campus we just left only seated 250 people. The campus that we are building right now will seat 1,020 people in one service. And so I'm not saying that to brag about the number of seats. I'm saying that to show you though that what God is doing and the growth.
Yeah.
We're trying to make more space for people. This is our production booth, semi-messy still because we're merging and getting everything wired, and you got everything from, your video switcher, so you can switch everything.
And this switches
to the camera.
This switches from
feed.
what we see on the live feed as well as on each screen in the hallways, the mother's room, all that.
It's all ran throughout our campus and wired really well. You got your Pro Presenter, so we use Pro Presenter. I know a lot of people do in the church world. If you don't, you should do it because it's very awesome and user-friendly.
Right. What board are you using right now?
We're using the Personas, the 24 channel Studio Live. We will be getting rid of this boy pretty soon. But it's gotten us through because like I said, if you're a church plant, sometimes you got a budget and do what you gotta do. So what I'm saying is you can make it happen still. So
that's right.
Over here we got our lighting. We're running Jan's Vista. And we just control it. We have a volunteer that comes in every week and programs out every song.
And now your house lights within the Vista software, or do you just have to manually do it right now?
We just have it manually, just on a fader over here.
Okay.
Somebody will walk
just on the wall,
and just fade it down. Boom. Got our camera operator that runs a camera here that will be updating as well. But again, if you're a church plant, or a starter and you don't have a lot of budget but you just want to start, this Sony NX cam has been awesome. We've been using this thing for 3 years straight when we first started with no people. Again, it just goes to show you don't have to have the greatest stuff in the world. Just figure out how to use what you got to the best of your abilities.
Right.
And
I think that's
upgrade.
That's definitely an underlining theme, is that use what you have to the best of its ability.
Yep.
Because God's going to see that you're stewarding that. And
the biggest scripture we stand on here at Venue, and I hold my team to this standard too, with anything that we have, whether it's instruments, equipment, the size of the stage, lighting, production, be faithful with a little, God will give you more.
That's right.
That's in the Bible. And if that's not just a scripture, that's a principle. If you're faithful with what you have, God will give you more.
That's right.
And so if you stick to that, you'll get more. It's great. Again, churches that are On a budget. This thing, I know when I say $900, that seems like a lot of money, but in the switcher video world, that's not a lot of money.
So this unit, you run everything into this unit,
Yep.
you run out of this unit into the switcher software, and you can control everything here, and
Yep,
it
so
also
Pro
has,
Presenter.
right.
When we show live, our video and our camera are all ran into this switcher. And then
Yes.
it gives us the capability to control all of it and pick and choose what we want on the screen.
What you want on the screen,
for
right?
everybody to see. To even look and pull off a lot of things that you see in a big church, you know, what you would think is a huge church, you can do now.
Yeah, you can.
In a
Absolutely.
100-member church, and it just depends on what you want to accomplish.
And this allows you to be able to do,
will change the game.
right, $900,
Yep.
maybe a laptop or
Yep.
a desktop there, and
Yep.
just a TV screen.
Little TV monitor, and
I mean,
you
that's
can make
it.
happen. Normally all the lights are out in here, and it's just dark. It's just lit up. Normally you see screens and production. This is what it looks like in a service. We are in the green room, our pastor's green room. So I know earlier in the video we talked about we're merging together. Well, this is actually a kids room that we've turned into a green room for our pastor. And so you're gonna see some kid stuff and colors and stuff on the wall. But this is a spot for him to come and get ready for messages, do his thing, get ready every single week. Also, we have the video feed. Again, from what you saw about the switcher and everything that sends it all over the building. So he knows what's going on out in the auditorium. So when the countdown hits, where we're at in worship and all that good stuff, and just a place to come and just get ready, because we do 4 services. And so this is a place between every service he can come back to, get himself recharged, ready, something to drink, something to eat, just sit down for a second, and then get right back out there and do it again. All right, so this room is a really cool room. This is our volunteer room. And so when I say volunteer room, you're like, what is that? This is just a room for all our volunteers that serve throughout the day to come in here. They can hang out together, build community, connect with each other. We got bar tops, stools. A lot of people bring food. They got all these tables they'll put food on, and they can eat and snack and get something to drink. We got a refrigerator. Also too, they can come in here and check in.
So your volunteers check in.
Yep, they check in so we can keep a record of attendance of who served, when, what services. We can pull up and get numbers and check that every week. And also too, they'll have a name tag, so like when they help first-time guests or just people in the church, a lot of people can see their name and do that kind of stuff. They also write postcards for first-time guests. We put them in our system that we use to keep up with people. But too, it's just a place to get organized and hang out and chill, and then they can go right back out and serve and do what they do best, because our volunteers are awesome and they help make it happen every single week across the board, and we want to take care of them and love them. So that's pretty much it with this room. It's a good spot.
All right, man. So we saw behind the scenes of Venue.
Yeah.
How can they get connected to your church?
Yeah, I mean, if you want to follow us on Facebook, we're on all social media. Venue Church, you just click in the search box, search us, follow us. You'll get a lot of updates on there, and you can see photos and videos and just what God's been doing at our church. Also, you can go to venuechurch.com. That's our website, and you can find us on there, and it's got every bit of everything about us and what we believe in, what we do, and kind of just what God's doing as we move forward every single season. You can check us on there as well, venuechurch.com.
And thank you so much for watching Worship Leader Hangout. If you want to subscribe, go ahead and click that button. It's going to be right here. And we thank you so much for watching. And there's going to be some other videos too that you can check out, some more behind the scenes, that kind of thing. And remember, great worship leaders are always learning. Have a great day.